What is going on? I'm ZMOT. We are back as promised earlier. Barrage, 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 barrage. As you can see here, I have totally stripped my base naked for your viewing pleasure. Now, there's reasons behind this. You'll see I've got all sorts of defenses. I actually went forwards and got barrage. Then I went back and upgraded things like troop damage and got boom cannons and stuff like that. You'll notice only up to level 4 because that way there's more defenses. Not that I care about defenses at the moment. So in order to barrage 2 engine rooms, you need to farm at least 3 buildings. It's that simple, and the way that I avoided that is to get rid of, so there's only 2 buildings. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's worked once against someone named Hammer. I'm sure they're cursing me. Let's quickly watch their replay, see what they're trying to do. I actually had 0 defenses out for this person. They're just trying to come in here and heavy rush and flare and then get back to that other engine room. And they did fairly all right, but we still managed to beat them. So it's with no defenses out there, we managed to win, which is kind of crazy because they have all of these boom cannons and mines and things. So I'm just farming defenses at this point. Then we're going to flare onto that and throw the barrage out, and boom, shakalaka, pulling out the victory. So I'm probably going to screw this up because I think I need to farm 4 defenses if I use a flare. Maybe, not entirely sure, but just trying to learn as we go. Maybe using Zookas doesn't make sense here because I've got level 1 Zookas, but we shall find. Actually, you know what? I know for a fact it doesn't make sense because Zookas are slower than heavies. So we're going to switch it up to have all heavies here, and then we'll just see how it goes and see if we can pull out some victories. I've been told I should be able to move up fairly quickly here, but I don't actually have any idea. So, oh, look at this. Mistake number 1. They've got buildings touching, so I don't even have to farm that many. I can just go something like this, and then I'm going to throw barrage, barrage right there. Hopefully pick up a building in the process. Come on. Oh, I didn't actually get a building, so little bit unfortunate. And then I'm going to flare that engine room, and then I'm just going to barrage here, and I'm going to sit around and wait. My heavies are hopefully going to go get that engine room, then they're going to spread out a little bit and hopefully get us 3 buildings as I just sit here and tap and tap and tap and tap and tap. Now, one thing you'll notice is that I barraged the far engine room last. That was a mistake. So my barrage have to go farther from my gunboat all the way to the back. So ideally, you barrage the back one first. That way you save a second sometimes by getting that next one. This person's going to come in. They're going to try to battle orders all the way through there. My boom cannon is hopefully going to pick off a couple of their troops. And then as we're waiting for them to come back, probably going to kick their butt, as you can see here. So only using 2 defenses, I think, is the way to go, because if people have barrage, they're not going to be able to use it against you, which is fantastic. And obviously, there aren't many people at this level who are going to have barrage anyways, so also, it's incredibly, incredibly satisfying to beat people with no defenses or very, very few defenses out there. So, and also, I guess if people don't have instant training, I'm giving them 3 free, easy engine rooms. I don't think anyone's wiping at the 3 engine room level quite yet, but maybe I'm being helpful instead of just being a troll. Not entirely sure. So now I like dropping on this side. Everyone seems to leave this side a little bit less protected. So now I'm going to use my barrage to go 1 and 2. We don't have to be too perfect because we're getting somewhere in the neighborhood of, I believe it's like 13,000 per, and we only need 10,000. So if a rocket misses, not the end of the world, and we can just sit here and tap, tap, tap. You don't have to watch what's happening. You don't have to do anything skill-wise as far as time goes with your flares or anything like that. Just get a barrage, and Bob is your uncle, and I should be around 330, 329. I have not hit 330 yet, but apparently in order to start winning and getting good, you need to be in the 330 range. So streets, I'm sure I've played this person many, many times in the past, I feel like. Let's just see what streets brings in as we move up to rank 10. Now, I have no plans for a tech tree at this point. I don't know what I'm going to do next, if I'm going to go into rocket choppers or 4 engine rooms or skip 4 engine rooms. All sorts of options. If you have thoughts, please do let me know as we quickly check in to see what the heck Streets is doing. This season is the basiest base race. It's very, very interesting. There's lots and lots of stuff going on. Everyone seems to be. If you're wondering why my mines are over here, my thinking is this ramp is shorter, so by making people go for this engine room first, once they have Barrage, maybe I can slow them down a little bit. Don't actually know if that's the case or not. Also, if you have any tips or pointers about where my engine rooms are, where I should move them, things I should change, all of that jazz, please do let me know. And all that jazz. One of my coworkers says all that jazz all the time, and we harass him about it a ton. So the fact that I just said all that jazz, he would be just ripping on me right now. If there's any other things that you guys hear in your day-to-day life, for example, what's the term from Letterkenny? To be fair, that's the one. Anytime I hear to be fair or all that jazz, it just sends my brain into overdrive as we try to get that barrage down. Let's throw a flare on top too, just to add a little bit of extra damage. Just spoiler alert, flares don't add damage. Also, smokes don't add damage, shocks don't add damage. People have asked me in the past why I smoke and shock and flare stupid things. It's simply because I got nothing else to do. So if you see me throwing a shock on an engine room, it doesn't do any damage. And I confused people about that in the past. So my apologies on that. As we take down Akko, I think I can get to like 13 or 14 just by using this strategy is what I've been told. Don't know if that's the case or not. I also am quite, look at this, I don't even have to use a flare, so that's going to save us a little bit. I don't know that it actually is going to save us though, because I think we're still going to have to get 3 buildings regardless. 1 and 2 there, and then 1 there. And I'll come back and check later on to see if, I don't have to use a flare, which is kind of handy, but we're just going to have to sit here and wait. I'm so tempted to use a battle orders. I don't think battle orders is the right answer though, so we're just going to have to wait and find out as we get that last building down. I think, look at that. I'm fairly sure that we managed to save ourselves from having to do an extra building by not using a flare because it came out to the perfect amount of GBE. But I, again, could be wrong. Boom, boom, 1371 coming in. Oh, they managed to do it. I am impressed. They beat us. Win streak gone. Big boom coming in using battle orders. I think battle orders. Oh no, we won. I think I moved up. What the? Okay, never mind. 332. I didn't realize I was that fast. I was thinking I was at 329 all along. I don't know what the heck I did that was. Oh, it's because I didn't have to use a flare. Right. So, big boom coming in with what I thought was the fastest time by using brick and battle orders and flares. So they're actually going and getting 2 engine rooms and using barrage. Another option. I had not thought about that whatsoever. So big boom, great attack. Sorry, but I beat you somehow. And so big boom, if you're out there, make it so that I have to use a flare on your engine room. Not using a flare saved me 2 seconds. So you'll see that right there, 3, maybe it's just, I don't, maybe it's just the where your engine room was that saved me a second, not having to throw the flare out. Nonetheless, we have moved up into the iron tier, which is, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm also excited that we managed to pull off that win because Big Boom with the best time before that I had seen. So well done, and sorry, I hate beating people sometimes, if that makes any sense. Now, let me know if you're using this ramp or if you're using this ramp. I kind of feel like this ramp takes longer, but we're just going to use it anyways because I'm being lazy and Big Boom used it. So if it's good enough for Big Boom, it's good enough for me. Now, this is where I'm not sure. I think I just need to flare. I think I should have flared way before. I'm going to guess that my time is going to be closer to like 328 because I wasted a bunch of my heavies shooting some sniper towers there. And as you can see here, I'm just tapping away, waiting for that to land. If you're wondering why I just tapped on brick and battle orders, it's because I had GBE to waste anyways. So do let me know if you're using brick and battle orders to get into those clustered defenses. I feel like it might be faster to use brick battle orders to get the buildings to destroy a little bit faster. I'm a little bit gun shy at the moment. You know what? Let's just do it. I'm going to click battle orders if they've got like, I guess they'll have to have 2 extra buildings in the neighborhood. But my thinking is, so I'm going to have to get 3 buildings, maybe even 4. That's what I have to figure out as well. If you know how many buildings I need to get with using a flare, please let me know. I could go watch my replays, but that would be too much work because I know I need to get 3 buildings, thanks to Orion and crew for that. I just don't know if I need to get 3 buildings with a flare or without a flare. So bit of a dum-dum on my part. I'm going to go barrage, barrage, and then I'm going to throw my flare right up to there. And I'm going to do something a little bit stupid. I'm going to hit battle orders because my thinking is maybe they're going to get all sorts of extra buildings and they're going to do it all sorts of faster because they've got battle orders pumping through their veins. I'm not sure if that's the right call or not. I'm probably going to lose as a result, but it's worth a try. So trying out battle orders into that bunch of defenses, and look at that, 332. So battle orders for the win. If you've got enough defenses on that left-hand side to make up the extra 6 GBE, it seems like battle orders is the answer, or at least an answer. So we kicked their butt by like 18 seconds. We've got a nice, pretty little win streak. Since getting Barrage, I have not lost. This loss down here is before Barrage, so do consider only throwing 2 buildings out there, but know that there are some ways to beat that as well, as Big Boom showed, going from engine room to engine room with battle orders and then throwing the barrage. So lots of neat little tips at the 3 engine room level. Barrage probably going to put me behind. I could be at 4 engine rooms instead, maybe, but we'll just keep chugging along here, and hopefully this video gave you some insights or some tips or some entertainment, and if it did, please consider throwing ZMOT in your creator code. Otherwise, hit me up in the comments. I threw a number of different questions out there as far as where to move engine rooms, which ramps to use, what to go next, whether it's rocket choppers or whatever. So very, very much looking forward to your comments. Otherwise, as always, thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. I shall talk to you soon. I'm ZMOT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.